Hey y'all, what's the tea? It's Mikey. I'm here to do a movie review for In the Earth, rated R, released 16 April 2021, directed by Ben Wheatley, starring Joel Fry, Haley Squires, Elora Torchia, and Reese Shearsmith. No spoilers. Let's get into some of the pros. There is gore in this film. I mean, not a whole lot. There's a lot of tension, like a lot. I literally was just hoping and praying. Like, it's just like a movie. Who cares? It's not real, but I really found myself hoping and praying for these people to, endure and survive. This movie was so good, and it was just so unique. When it comes to the music, you're gonna be in for the synthesizer of your life. Like, it is such great music. You can just feel it in your soul. The score in this film is just so amazing, and it just goes super good with the film, and this is exactly what I need in my life. Anytime I go see a horror film or any film really in general, a score that's just so like soothing and ambient but very heart-pounding at the same time, and that's how I can describe the score for this film. Another super 100% hit ball out of the park all the way was the cinematography. The cinematography in this piece is just so amazing. It is so great, it's so wonderful. All the shots are just so excellent and brilliant and just executed so well. As far as the pacing of the film goes, that is something as well that went all the way hard. Once the tension starts, it just keeps going. It's one of those roller coaster rides that just doesn't want to stop. It takes its time to start, but once it starts, it just doesn't stop. And it kind of reminded me of how Belko Experiment handled their pacing, where once it started, it just went all the way. And that's exactly what this film does, and that's a really great thing. The film's ambient kind of gave me a vibe of like Gretel and Hansel mixed with like Midsommar. Something I really liked as well, because like I said, no spoilers, so I'm gonna be very ambiguous about it, but there's a character that mentions something A and B, and later on in the film I noticed A and B. No, it's not the actual letters of the alphabet A and B, it's just my way of like hiding what I'm talking about. I don't want to say it because I feel like if I say it, it's just already gonna give so much away. The acting was phenomenal. It was superb, especially the character Alma, the actress, was just amazing. She just was, I'm not gonna say she carried the film because the film was carried by everyone, but she definitely was the one that the weight was mostly on, and she just did amazing. They all did very well with this piece. So I saw the trailer and I just felt that the trailer and the movie are just two completely different things. I feel that the movie is so much better than the trailer, and the trailer isn't even that bad. I was very invested in the film. I was just eyes locked in the whole time, just enjoying what I was watching. And let me tell you, this was a very quiet theater. The three people that were there, including myself, eyes glued to the screen, lips were sealed, focus on the movie was 100%. Now, let's get into some of the cons. Like I said, the film is so good, but, it does have about 3 problems that I felt with the film, maybe a 4th one if I'm being a little bit picky. I didn't get the ending. I didn't get the last act. I didn't get the last 30 minutes of this film that I wanted to get at. It was just nowhere. Like, it went really absolutely nowhere, and it just like really broke my heart. I don't know if the director knew that they were making a masterpiece. They definitely made a masterpiece here. It just wasn't a perfected masterpiece due to the fact that the story was a really weak point at the end towards the 3rd act. Everything just started to like crumble in a bad way. I just didn't like the ending. I didn't get it. Correct me if I'm wrong, or let me know. Can you explain it? Another bad thing I want to say that I noticed was maybe the characters were dipping toes in that lake of idiocracy a little bit. They weren't complete idiots, but they had moments where I was just like, no, don't do that. I felt they were relatable, okay? Like, great thing about it, they were definitely very relatable, especially Alma. But there was just some very small moments where I was like, oh no, like, no, like, you can't do that. Like, you were an idiot. Or do something else, There were little very moments of that, okay? And it kind of adds to the tension, but not really. Another thing that I did not like about the film much was this film has a lot of psychedelic, kaleidoscopic imagery to it, and the first few times I was like, wow, this is literally adding such depth to the cinematography. But then after a while, I just felt like it was overused. I just felt like, are we gonna watch a movie here, or are we gonna watch a kaleidoscope? At first, like I said, don't get me wrong, it was a great choice, but at the fact that it was kind of milked too much, to me, just was a weak point. I didn't really like that. I just was staring into kaleidoscope, psychedelic, trippy state. It just really feels like we're just on this adventure and we get somewhere, we're kind of paused, and then we continue the adventure, and then it just kind of stops there. This is very like adventure adventurous stop, and so on. So it's not really a bad thing. I just kind of wanted to see the adventure completely naturally flow without a stop. There was one stop that I felt did work, of course, and much needed, but the secondary stop I was like kind of just confused. Let me know what you guys thought. I don't regret that I watched this in theaters. As a matter of fact, I am so glad I caught this gem in theaters, because that's what this film is. It is a gem, despite the little 3 flaws that I kind of found with it. Also, I want to say that I would love to own this on Blu-ray. I might own it on Blu-ray, but I highly doubt it. I'm not giving it a no right now as far as owning it on Blu-ray, but I'm giving it a maybe not, because I know that I'm kind of waiting for videos of In the Earth Explained so that I can watch that and understand it. If I don't catch a video of In the Earth Explained, then sure, I'll go ahead and own the In the Earth Blu-ray so I can watch it again and understand it. I definitely recommend for you to go watch this in theater. I definitely recommend for you to go watch this, period, point blank. This is an opportunity to not miss out on. I'm so glad I watched it. I really loved the trailers attached to it. There are no after credits. Overall, the film, for me, in my opinion, gets a 7 out of 10. I hope you check this out and watch it and like it and talk about it with me, because it is really, really good. So far, the film is my favorite of 2021. All right, y'all, take care and peace.